So, Nigeria's budget has gone missing under Tinubu, and they will not tell us why. Now let's talk. For the first time in 15 years under President Bola Tinubu's administration, the Budget Office of the Federation has completely stopped releasing the quarterly budget implementation reports. Think about that carefully. 3 full quarters are now missing. The third quarter of 2025, the fourth quarter of 2025, and the first quarter of 2026. This, they say, has never happened before. Not once, not under previous administrations. Now, some people may ask, what exactly are these reports and why should it matter to Nigerians? Well, this is simple. These reports are documents that tell Nigerians exactly how the government is spending our public funds. They show us how much revenue actually came in compared to what was projected. They show us where the money went, how much was spent on salaries, projects, ministries, whether those roads, the hospitals, the power projects, the infrastructures they promise you are actually moving. And do you know what? This is not even optional. This is not left to the president's discretion. This is a law. Under Section 50 of the Fiscal Responsibility Act 2007, this report is supposed to be published within 30 days after each quarter. So, this is a law that was set by Nigeria, and this law is being broken by the same country. Previous governments, including the past administration of Muhammadu Buhari, consistently release at least 3 of these reports every year. But under this Tinubu's administration, everything practically stopped after the second quarter of 2024. And since then, it has been silenced. Now, Budget Office later came out to say that they were actually carrying out verification and reconciliation. But come on, every government verifies figures. Even businesses do verify their figures. Every government reconciles accounts. Government create ministries for various reasons. We have Ministry of Justice, Finance, Budget and National Planning, Information Works and all that. The reasons for all these ministries is for accountability and enforcement. Yet the same government refuses to obey the very laws guiding transparency and public accountability. When previous administration met up with all the deadlines, this is no longer just a small delay because some of these reports are now even up to 7 to 8 months late. Without these reports, tell me, how do Nigerians know that the supposed renewed hope agenda is actually working? How do we citizens track the performance of this government? How do we know that these trillions that are being spent on projects are not disappearing into a body that nobody can audit? And this has been a recurring issue in this government. We have repeatedly seen budget rollovers. We've seen poor implementation of capital projects. We've seen our revenue target constantly being missed. We've seen our debt growing. Inflation is squeezing ordinary Nigerians daily. And on top of all that, the government is no longer properly showing Nigerians the performance report tied to the budget itself. This is dangerous in any democracy because in these moments like this, the government stops explaining how public money is being spent. That's where accountability, which never even existed in this government, starts to die quietly. We citizens can no longer ask informed questions because we don't even know what the government spendings are. We only know what the government is borrowing. A government that creates laws but refuses to obey its own laws is no longer leading by example. And this is a question that Nigerians should be asking right now. Why does the National Assembly keep approving fresh billions and trillions in budgets when the government has not even properly shown Nigerians how the previous allocations were spent? How do you even approve new money when the implementation reports tied to the old money are missing? And at what point does oversight become mere ceremony? Because if lawmakers cannot account for yesterday's spending before approving tomorrow's budget, it is more of a rubber stamp to the executive. It is a truth at a time. Take care and have a nice day.